Hey folks, welcome back to Shoulda Cashed Out, and today I'm just going to go over our number one crap strategy as if a random shooter is rolling the dice. So got a lot of questions, a lot of comments, so I just want to kind of slow things down, kind of talk y'all through it, what the thinking is, the process, and we'll try it with a random shooter. I would not recommend necessarily doing this with a random, but we'll see if it works. I mean, it could come up 4, 5 times in a row and we absolutely get crushed. It can happen. I mean, there's no way to truly predict how the dice are going to roll, okay? But this is how we play to win at the casino, especially when we are rolling the dice. So we're pretending random shooter. We're going to start out with a no 4 for $200. Okay. The VIG on that is $5. All right. Now, from there, once a point is established, let's say the point is a 9. We are going to place the 6 and 8 for $30 each. Okay. So we've got $60 bets. If the 7 comes, we lose the 60. And we'll win 100 on the no 4 minus the $5 VIG. So it's a $25 winner if the 7 comes right now in this situation. Okay? If for some reason the 4 is rolled, we're going to lose the $200 and we're going to go up by $100. So we now have 300 no 4. And we're going to go for 2 wins on the no 4. And then we'll level it back down to the $200 mark. Okay? And that's if we're not in profit. If we're down, we're going to go up by 100 on a 4 hit. If we're in profit, we're just going to rebet. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Talk it through as we go along here. Got a $2,000 bankroll, so let's get it going. $200 no 4 dealer. We don't have to play the pass line since we're pretending a random shooter's going. Let's get it. There's the 8. Dealer, $30 6, $30 8. And we're all set. Dice route, rolling. There's the 6. It's going to win $35. Right there, we'll just collect. 3, doesn't matter. There's the 6. So at this point, this is good that this happened. So at this point, we've collected twice on the 6. So we've got 35 and 35, so 70. We've got $60 in bets out there. So those bets are now paid for. If we wanted to, we could take down the 4 and play that out. Okay? That's one way you can play. The other way, you could use this $70 you made, take down the 6 and 8, and just go, you know, that's 54. 54, and then you make a little profit and take down the 4. So this isn't a linear strategy. There's different ways you can maneuver and play this. Don't feel like you're just locked into this the way we play, okay? If we wanted to grab another number, we could. But for the purpose of the video, to keep it pretty easy, we're just going to play this out. And if we get down, we might take those and just play out the no 4. We'll play it by ear. There's no set way, especially once you get 2 hits here, you can pull down, play it out, whatever you want. All right, let's roll. There's the 7. So I'm going to show you all this once, how it goes. And then from there, we'll just quick pace it. Okay, so we lose the $60. The 4 is going to get paid 95. There's 75. There's 90. 95. 100. Okay, there's $100 that it makes. $5 VIG. So we lost 60 and we're getting 90. Points off. Dealer, keep my no 4 up. 3 doesn't matter. 5, mark the 5. Dealer, I'd like a $30 6, $30 8. Dice are out. We're rolling. There's the 9, doesn't matter. There's the 6, $35 winner. We'll just rag it. We're now up 120 bucks or so. There's the 10. There's the 10 again. 10 one more time. 9, and that's what I'm saying. Those 3 10s, if they were 3 4s, we'd be absolutely destroyed. There's the 3. There's the 9. It's going on a long roll. So you see that this is going on a long roll. You could drop this down, and then you only have $25 at risk because we already hit the 6, so it's paid for plus $5. So you only have $25 at risk. And you know what? Let's do that. It looks like it's going to be a long roll. Dealer, take down my 4, please. And we'll just play this out. I may lose 25 bucks, or I may have saved 200. There's the 6. So there's a $35 winner. Okay. So we have $70 now from our bets. 6 is paid. 8's paid. If the 7 comes here, we lose the 60, but we've made 70, so we profit 10 bucks. There's the 4. There you go. Made a smart decision. Looked like it was going to be a long roll. No reason to risk it. There's the 8. It's going to win another 35. We're just about getting to our profit goal, I think. There's the 3. There's the 6. There's another 35 buckaroos. There we go. We're now up 125, 150, 175. We're up 175. Dealer, take down my 6 and 8. So here's our profit. Here's what we're working with on profit. There's 100, 175. There's 200 off a random shooter. Now, there were 3 10s in a row, and that would have absolutely crushed us. You know, but we were smart enough to see that this shooter was going to go on a long roll, and so we took it down. Okay? Not saying that's always the case, but in that situation, we were table aware of the way things were going, and we made a smart decision. So let me color these up. There's okay. So I'll grab 50 bucks. So the rack stays a little bit more manageable. All right, so let's just keep playing, you know. We know that we could have walked away $220. Let's just keep playing, see what happens. There's the 6. That one's another 35 bucks. $10 table. Give me the 5. There's the 8. Another 35. We recognized this shooter was going to go in a long roll. The 10. All right, grab the 9 for me. 10 bucks. There's the 5. Point hit. That pays 14. We'll drop $1 for 15. We'll just rack it. Bets are off. Coming out. We're back on the 5. Dice are out. Coming out. There's the 6. Pays 35. Let's go ahead and press the 5 and the 9. And we'll rack the green. There's the 6 again. Pays 35. We'll throw in $2. Take it to 42. Rack the green. Dice are out. 3 doesn't matter. 3. 3 again. There's the 8. $35 winner. We'll throw in $2. Dealer take the 8 to 42. Rack the green. There's the 5. Point hit again. 15 pays 21. We'll rack it. That bet's paid for. Bets are off. Coming out. There's the 6. Mark it. Dice are out. There's craps 3. There's the 9. Nina. 15 pays 21. That bet's now paid for. We collect. Dice are out. There's snake eyes. There's the 7. See where our bankroll is. There's 350, 355. Get 5 whites for the red. 3, 4. There's 5. All right, so there's 90. There's 100. 5. 10. There we go. So here's our starting bankroll. $1,500. Or sorry, $2,000. I apologize. $2,000. We're up $350. Get a green. There we go. 360, 362. We're up $362. Okay? That's off a random shooter. That's being table aware of how the roll's going to go and how the flow of the table is going to go. I'll tell you what, let's restart. Let's reset with our $2,000 bankroll, and we'll try it again, see what kind of result we get. All right? Because we hadn't had a 4 roll yet, or we had 1 4. So let's restart. This way it's a longer video, so if weird situations happen, I can kind of explain and talk through it. All right, so we have our $2,000 reset. Let's pretend that the random shooter coming up let's get our bet set. So dealer $200 no 4. There we go. There's our lay bet. No pass. No, don't pass. We're not the shooter. It's a random. Let's go. There's the hard 4. Good. I was hoping for this, so we can see if it makes a comeback. We lose 200. Dealer, give me a $300 no 4. And then I need a $30 6 and 8, please. All right, all bets are set. 7. All right, let's pay it out. We lose 60. And then we're going to win over there. We're going to win 150. So our 300 is going to win 150. Now it's a $7 vig. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw in $2. There's our $7. We're going to rack the rest. We're going to rack all this. And here's our vig money, $7. Goes back to the casino. Dealer, keep my $300 no 4 up, please. Puck's off. Coming out. We're on the 10. Dealer, I'd like a $30 6 and 8. There's an 8. That one's 35. Rack it. Dice are out. There's the 7. All right, we lose 60. We're going to win 150. There's 150. $7 vig. So we're going to throw in $2. This comes back to the casino, the $7. And we take our winnings and rack. Dealer, come down on the 4, please, to 200. All right. Put that in the rack. No 4s up. New shooter. There's the 10. Dealer, I'd like a $30 6, $30 8. Looks good. All bets are set. There's the 5. There's the 8. That wins $35. Dealer, give me that 9 for 10. Rack the green. There's the 6. Wins 35. Dealer, give me that 5 for 10. Rack the green. There's that 5. We're going to drop $1. Get paid 15. Rack it. That bet is paid for. All right, dice are out. Yo 11. 7. Lose all these bets. And we're going to get paid. There's 75. There's $100. $5 vig. So this comes out, goes to the casino. And we're going to rack these winnings. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Let's come down. It's always good to know where your bankroll is. There's So there's 1,400, 1,900. You get 5 whites. 3, 4, 5. There we go. So there's our bankroll. All of this is profit. Let's get, there's 25 and then 20. So let's get a green. There's a green. So we're up 75, $95. $95 profit. And that's with getting whacked on the 4. All right. Dealer, back up on the no 4, please. All right, new shooter. Let's go. We're on the 9. $30, 6 and 8, please, dealer. Dice are out. All bets set. There's the 8. It's going to win 35. Let's grab that. Let's grab the 5, please, dealer. We'll rack the green. There's the 8, which is great. Wins 35. Dealer, I'd like the 9. Rack the green. So we started with right at basically $100. We've had 70. So one more hit on the 6 or 8. We're at our $200 profit goal. There's the 9. That's the point. We're going to drop $1. Get paid 15. Rack it. Points off. Bets are off. 4's working. You have 11, doesn't matter. 7. At 200. It's going to get paid 100. $5 VIG came out of the rack. Give that to the casino. Dealer, take my bets down, please. Pulling all this down. All right. Let's color up. There's 1,500. There's my buy-in. Or there's 1,500. Okay, there's $2,000. Right there. So 5, 10, 15, and then 500. So there's my $2,000. There's. So we're going to stack all this up and move it out of the way. There's the buy-in. There's. All right. So that's 125. All right. So 100 and then the 25. So here's our profit. 250 and 270. Plus we've got $279. So almost $280 Okay, and that was with getting whacked. We demonstrated how we recover, what we do, what our mindset, what our thinking, recognizing how the table's going. It's going to be a long roll. Get that no 4 to safety, get it back in the rack. So, this is just kind of how we play. I have never played it at this level on a random shooter. I have played it to where I did like an $80 no 4 and then just like a $12 6 and 8. I've never played this at the $200 level on a random shooter before. When myself or my oldest son is shooting, yes, I will play it at the $200 level. But for a random, I would do 80, 12, and 12. I always play the 6 and 8. That was a question in the other video in the comments. What do you do if the point's 6 or 8? I always play the 6 or 8. I want the most opportunities to win. I'm playing with the 6, I'm playing with the 8, and I'm playing with the 7. Okay, and the only way I lose is on the 4. Okay, and that's just my way of thinking. That's how I play at the casino with live money, live table. So hopefully you enjoy it, the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the strategy. Again, I would not do this at this high level on a random shooter. Okay, yes, it worked out for the 2 times that we did it, but you saw there was 3 10s in a row. Excuse me, sorry about that. You saw there was 3 10s in a row. If that would have been 4s, we would have been absolutely devastated. Now, something to think about too, after like the second 4 in a row, my butt's probably moving over here to the 10, or I'm chilling and waiting for the next shooter. We didn't have that situation, so I didn't have to adapt, okay? You have to be able to adapt to what the table's giving you, okay? And I know that is very difficult to explain. Your adrenaline's going in the heat of the moment. Maybe you're down, so you're kind of pissed off, you're upset, and that's when you really start, that 4 ain't gonna roll again. I'm doing it, at that point you're fighting the table. And the table's gonna kick your butt. So you have to recognize what the table's giving you and adjust. You have to adjust. If you walk up to a table, the first thing you should be doing is evaluating how the table's going. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it choppy? Then evaluate the shooters. Are they just grabbing them and chunking them? Are they trying to actually set the dice? And that's a whole different argument that we're not going to get into, but evaluate the shooters, evaluate the table, right? And then adjust your strategy based on what the table's giving you, okay? So hopefully this makes a little more sense. If not, we can dive even deeper into it if need be. But it's been fun, and until next time, be excellent to each other.